Just wanted to make a quick video on 2020 Polaris RZR XP Pro. Some videos on what's out there right now, but no real world reviews really that I've seen yet. So just thought I'd put a video up. This machine's been on 2 rides so far. We live in tight trail areas. Already first victim on this machine is cracked door frame. The door frames are cast aluminum and they can't take any flexing at all. So if you touch them on a tree or anything, they're going to break like this one did here. So there's not even a mark on the outside of the door where it touched a tree going really slow in a trail, and it's broken already. So to me, it's a safety issue. If you ever have a wreck with this, those doors are never going to survive. Second thing, I'm coming from a Polaris RZR XP 1000, so some of the things that I like about mine and don't like about this battery, they've gone to a small battery from the big battery in the XP 1000s, which I think is a negative. Going through my list here, rock sliders are a must on these things if you're in tougher trails. There's already been some damage on this before the rock sliders went on there. All the plastic in behind the rock sliders has aluminum bracing in there that I can bend if I kick it with my foot, so make sure you put some guards on there. For accessory wiring, to access all the wiring, you have to go in this cubby hole in the center top of the dash, and it's way in behind there to get at, so a little tougher to deal with than on the XP 1000s where it used to be in the front under the hood there, so there's nothing there now. This has the poly rear window, and not very impressed with the fit and finish of it. It has huge gaps all around it, which is kind of strange, defeats the purpose of the window. One cool thing is if you do have the extra speakers in the rear, that they built the window to go around those speakers, so you can still have them in there, which is a plus. Side plastics, like I say, we live in tight areas where you're rubbing against trees all the time. This stuff's not going to survive. So there's just pretty flimsy plastic that's going to get torn off. Most of the guys around here are going to get rid of all this and go to full bars to protect. Metal roof. This doesn't have it now, but they come with a spacer, washer spacer, and the spacer is too thick. I have a spacer in my hand here. So when you use this, the roof actually doesn't tighten up on the roll cage. It sits up in the air and it's loose, so kind of a strange thing I don't quite understand. Rear bumper is kind of strange to me. Doesn't really protect the taillights. It's a little low. It doesn't make much sense to me, but maybe for the dunes that'll work. The doors, another thing about the doors is the big gap underneath the doors. When you look at all the pictures, nobody sees that big gap. I mean, it's big enough to stick my entire arm in there, so to me these doors are useless. The sooner you can get aftermarket ones, the better. The way Polaris tells you to wire the winch stock is no good in my opinion. We're in lots of brush type scenarios, and the wiring sticking out on the outside like this is just going to get torn off. It's never going to survive. And yeah, that's about it. This is a Super ATV front window we just put in yesterday. It seems it's quite a bit cheaper than the Polaris one. Doesn't have venting, but the fit and finish seems a little bit better than the Polaris one, in my opinion. And yeah, that's about it. Just thought I would throw that out there.